So, how did you experience today's energy? Thank you for joining me live or on the replay as we recap the energy from February 7th, 2022, based on what Joy and Jonah shared with us this morning. So I have missed these. I have been missing them deeply for the last 3 weeks. I was navigating being sick and just couldn't come live. And I'm really excited to be back and to be sharing this and to really just help us reflect on the energy of the day. For me, as a numerologist and as someone who really dives into spiritual and self-mastery, I find that the reflection of the energy is where we learn the most. It's one thing to be set up for success and know how to leverage the energy, but then when you look back, you can go, aha, yes, I see it. I see how that unfolded. And so we love to play with both. So this morning, Joy and Jonah invited us into paving the way for the flow of divine inspiration, that we're about ready to catch a wave of creative expression, of that inspiration, and that now isn't quite yet the time to go. Now, I was having this conversation earlier with James Gardner on our show, DNA Monday, and we were really talking about that. There feels like this energy of everybody's just tired. Well, in the Northern Hemisphere, we're still in winter. It was a beautiful day out today. It was sunny. It was like plus 12 Celsius. It was absolutely gorgeous. But there's still that energy of we're not quite in spring yet. We're not quite ready to plant the seeds yet. We're still in the internal. We're still in that, the spirit of the unknown, of really feeling into and dreamland, rather than the doing that occurs in the springtime. And so the energy that I experienced today was one of being very, very tired and very scattered. So as many of you know, I spent the last week moving. I've got a new space now. And I was like all gung-ho. I was like, Monday morning, I'm going to hit the ground running. I am ready. And Monday morning came and I was like, I am not inspired. Now, inspiration comes from the inside in co-creation with spirit. Inspiration, right? And the shun is the action of it. And for me, I really felt this energy of it's not time yet. And so even though I have a list of 42 million things to do, just like any other online entrepreneur, I took a step back and I checked in with myself and I said, what is next? What's the most important thing? Now, I have been calling in spaciousness and expansion and simplicity. And so in that taking a step back, I realized none of this needs to be done. I have a few calls that I need to do today, so I need to make sure I'm prepped for those. But all of the rest of the things on the to-do list could wait. And so I gave myself the gift of spaciousness and simplicity today. I took care of those things that were most necessary. And instead of flailing, because I could feel the energy of starting to amp up, I could feel this energy of wanting to get frustrated, of wanting to push myself, of wanting to be, oh man, but there's just so many things I need to get done. I could feel that energy. And I took a step back because I teach this work. Prioritize your energy, then take action. And my energy wasn't there. The inspiration wasn't there. And so I did what needed to be done and I prepped for my calls. And then inspiration struck. And you want to know what the inspiration was? Go for a walk in the sunshine. Because another thing that I have been cueing and calling in is well-being. Now, every winter I do the same thing. I hibernate. I don't like winter. I don't like the snow. I don't like the cold. And so I spend all my time indoors unless we have a beautiful day. Well, today was a beautiful day. And I could have sat in front of my computer and done all the things and forced myself to sit there and get shit done. But instead, the inspiration, my heart, every cell of my body was like, get out in the sun. So I went for a walk. And I was tired. And so instead of walking quickly, I walked slowly. And then I came back and I was like, okay, what's next? And what's next was go sit on the patio in the sun. And so I sat in the sun and I soaked up the warmth of the sun, and I allowed myself to be instead of do. And then I taught brain game, and lo and behold, I was full of energy, full of piss and vinegar, ready to rock and roll, and so excited to dive into that material. And I'm able to come live, and I'm not scattered. I feel something coming. But in the feeling of something coming, I am creating space for inspiration. When we're so busy, focused on the to-do list and get shit done and bang, 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 and not leaving any space for inspiration, the inspiration misses us. It's not that it misses us. We just don't see it. We don't feel it because we're so busy focused on, I need to get all this stuff done. We need to create spaciousness in order for the inspiration to land. And sometimes the inspiration is go lay in the sun and suntan on the middle of the afternoon on a Monday. And sometimes the inspiration is go do the thing on the list. Today was not that day. So I would love to know how you experienced today's energy. I know it's been a bit rocky for many people out there, and yet it hasn't been for others. So I would love to know how you experienced it with this beautiful 5 of Spades energy that we've experienced today. And I will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing evening. Bye for now.